Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. See, that's a telescope. So, you know, the telescope thing and the universe, and I know what you're thinking. All right, this guy's going to tell us all about creation and the process. Nope, not happening. Not in this video. That's a topic to be addressed later. This video is about Genesis and the people of God to whom the Genesis account was delivered. They were not really concerned about the mechanism. And the author of Genesis was equally not concerned about the mechanism of creation. Genesis was written for a specific people at a specific time for a specific purpose. It was written for people who had left Egypt, where they had been slaves, and they were on their way. They were on their way to the promised land, and questions in their mind were, where did the world come from, and why was it created, and what is our place in the world? They did not know about outer space and planets and asteroids and cosmic whatevers, and they didn't know about the sun. They could see the sun, but they didn't know that it was a star and that the stars are also suns, they're just further away. They didn't know these things. This was not on their radar. So why was Genesis written? Not to explain the process of creation. Years ago, I had a publishing company. That we did Christian science fiction fantasy. I was at a convention, yes, and there someone came up to me and they were like, you know, I don't know why you're claiming to have Christian fiction. I was like, why is that? And they said, well, you know, I'm a Christian, and I know that the answer to every question is in the Bible. The answer to every question that we could ever have. And I was like, I don't know about that. There's no instructions in the Bible for anything related to modern technology. I have questions about, at the time it was like, how do you get the blinking light off your VCR? There's nothing in the Bible about that. The Bible did not set out to answer every question that humanity would have. Genesis did not set out to explain the process of creation. The author of Genesis was dealing with a people who wanted to know, where did they come from, why were they created, and what does that mean in the big pictures of things. The Genesis account is to say nothing in the world is accidental or coincidental, that there was a divine plan, and that divine plan was unfolded, and the result was creation and the people created within creation. Genesis, the account of Genesis, begins the story of God's attempt to have a relationship with humanity. It is not a book of science. It is not a book of history. While there are historical things within the Bible and within Genesis, there are historical things. That is not what the writer of Genesis set out to do. The writer of Genesis set out to explain where the people of Israel, where God's people came from, and why they were created. They were created to be in relationship with the creator of the universe. Surprise! The Bible doesn't answer every question that anyone's ever going to have. The Bible explains how humanity can have relationship with God, and how God has relationship with humanity, and how humanity has relationship with other people. That's enough for this video. I'm sure about half the people that watch it already hate me, and they're getting ready to go down into the comments section and tell me how I'm wrong. That's all right. That's all right. If you're still watching, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel. You can see where we're going to be going with this. I am going to talk about the process of creation and and some decisions we have to make. I'll be talking about that in another episode. Thank you for being in this one. See you in the next one.